Good day, good day. Welcome everyone. We are here in nature by the tree of life. We got the birds chirping, wind waving in on us, breathing in that awesome oxygen. The sun's out, beaming in on us. It's a lovely day. And I wanted to talk about some things that's happened on my journey and how we all can learn to respect ourselves a little more. Because self-respect is very crucial, and not respecting yourself can lead to some certain illnesses. So we want to avoid that. We want to gain back our strength of how to respect ourselves. And I think that we all can just incorporate these things into our everyday lives to feel better. And I think that's the ultimate key, just to feel comfortable, to feel very much alive. So I think that what we could do is, number one, we could use kind words. And by using kind words, it's allowing us to feel alive on the inside by choosing the words that you want to use as a reciprocal of how you want to feel. Because when we are nice to other people, they may not be necessarily nice back to you, but the laws of nature actually says that whatever good you put in, the good you will receive. Whatever bad you put out, the bad you will receive. And some people think that when you actually are nice to one person, you think that you'll get that same nice positivity back that you've given. But no, actually nature will actually incorporate that into your everyday life later, maybe in 5 minutes or just down the line. So just remember that when you are using kind words to yourself, you are receiving that same energy that you're putting out. So that's when it's very individual. So when other people are using negative words, they are feeling negative as well. And to really incorporate this, you can say one thing, just one thing, or multiple things if you can, about something nice about yourself. Like, I like my hair. I like my smile. And I like that I'm very curious. I'm very creative, artistic, and I love that about myself. So you could even have a journal or verbally say it to yourself, maybe in the mirror, or just think about it. Just maybe one or a couple of things that you like about yourself. And that can really help incorporate your gratitude, because when you continuously keep that gratitude in mind, over time, your brain processes will actually change in the way of being more positive because you're constantly thinking about the good. And I think that this incorporates into number 2, which is to observe our behaviors. Because when you question your behaviors of, do I really want this? Or do I need this? Then it could shift our aspects of how we're going to behave. Because just by asking yourself, does this situation help me grow? Will this benefit me? Because if you're in a situation where it doesn't benefit you, then why are you even in the situation? You don't have to be, because it's not serving you. It's not on your plate. You can scoop that off your plate. And I think that's very powerful, because when you ask yourself, how can this help me grow, that also incorporates the idea of asking for help if you need it. Because if we need help, that's okay. Like if you don't know how to approach a question in school, you would raise your hand and you'd get called on, and then you'd get that little one-on-one, and you hopefully would resolve that questioning. So a lot of us including myself, have had problems asking for help. And you can also ask yourself for help by meditating. When you meditate, you're just taking time to be. It's not like a magician where it's just automatically gone, but when you're sitting down and you're meditating, it allows you to understand more about yourself. Because as the thoughts are going in and out, like a cloud, the sky will introduce the cloud, but then the cloud will eventually vanish. Like our thoughts, our memories, our past experiences, things like that. And with that being said, that really is the demonstration of how we can let go of the things that don't serve us by asking for help if we need it. So self-meditation, it tells you a lot about yourself, because if you're feeling very tight, then you know that you need to loosen up. If you're feeling very tense, you also need to figure out some ways to go into your happy place, a place where it actually makes you happy, rather it be in your mind or a physical place. Like my happy place is right here with you guys, right here in nature by the tree of life. And shout out the tree of life. So this goes into our next category, which is number 3, boundaries. I like to think of boundaries as a gate, the gate in our community, our self-community. And we don't want to have that gate too high so then nobody ever gets in, but not too low so then nobody will ever get in ever. So that's very crucial. And really letting yourself have rules, like I won't be mean to myself, or any self-rules that you think that should govern your everyday life in a positive way, like I need to be more healthy. And thinking healthily thoughts is key for setting rules for yourself, because that cuts out that negativity. So if you're watching a lot of TV that tells lies to your vision, television tells lies to your vision, or people in your everyday, that you need to actually just limit the time with them, or if you can, remove them completely. And I know a lot of times that can be very hard, but cutting out the negativity is crucial to your mental health, and mine as the tree of life. It will introduce rain. It will eventually let rain go away. So setting goals for yourself is also another key in the boundary, because you have a gate. You let people come in and out, but you need to work towards something. I work towards a lot of things every day. I set a list of bullet points that I want to do, and I make sure that they happen. And actually that can be psychologically addictive, because once you make a point and then you have a little checkbox and you check it off, you're going to feel really great. And you're going to want to do that all the time. So incorporating those healthily habits like goal setting and cutting out the negativity, as well as the setting the rules for yourself in a healthy manner, that really helps keeping your boundaries in check. And that ties into number 4, which is nutritional lifestyle. If you are constantly eating a lot of bad food, like the greasy pizzas, or a lot of ice cream, or chicken, or burgers, or fries, those aren't going to have a healthy reaction on you, because those aren't healthy things. And I honestly believe, certainly, that shout out 7-Day Vegan Challenge, because veganism is whole foods, it's organic, not Whole Foods the store, just actually incorporating leafy greens into your diet, because nature's nutrients is key to having a healthy life. nature gives us all the nutrients that we need to survive. So we need to take advantage of that. We really need to keep in mind that something a lot of people talk about is the protein source. And there's a lot of protein that we can go into with veganism, like nuts, spirulina, spinach, chia seeds, all of those things. That's only a small, very small list, but veganism is a crucial aspect to our living because nature is the mother and we are governed by her. So we need to really use the resources that she has given us. And by using the resources, it will make us very strong and make us feel really nice on the inside. It is so crucial. It will change our lives. I remember when I would eat chicken, burgers, fries, shakes, drinking all those shakes and the sodas all the time, I just couldn't run that fast. I couldn't run for very long. I lost my breath really easily. If I would do jumping jacks, I could only do a certain amount. And I couldn't do a lot of push-ups or sit-ups or crunches. Anything that was really transferring into the diet source because it was removing a lot of the nutrients that I needed. It was stripping it away. So when I actually transitioned to being vegan, that allowed me to run 10 miles a day. I could do full body workouts. I could do a lot of push-ups and sit-ups and crunches, lunges, all of those things that help us keep ourselves healthy. So fitness and exercise is very key. And keeping that nutritional lifestyle isn't a diet. It's not all about just eating a salad, but eating a lot of healthy fruits and vegetables. And that brings us into the last category of self-love. To incorporate self-love into respecting ourselves, that means that we need to judge ourselves less. If you have a problem with looking at yourself in the mirror very often, take some time away from the mirrors. Like, really don't pinpoint your insecurities. I like this, I don't like this. Just really focus on the things that you do like when you use your kind words like we talked about in the first aspect. Because when you accept who you are in the physical self, that doesn't mean you may not want to change something, but accepting your flaws and setting those goals to work towards to fix your flaws, like if you're underweight, you want to get bigger, or if you're bigger and want to lose weight, those are goals you can work at. Those things don't define you. You define you. So when you learn from yourself and you learn from other people, those are the things that help you become your greatest version. So we have talked about using kind words, observing our behaviors, boundaries, nutritional skills, and that lifestyle, as well as self-love. So these are my 5 ways to respect ourselves. So I wanted to thank you for being a part of this experience through calmness and tranquility. Bye.